Hello everyone. Just checking if we are live or if I'm yapping into nothingness, which is also lovely. Ready for mid. Once again, it seems I'm not live yet. Oh, I am live. Nice. Hello, Asims. How are you doing? I'm going to pop out the live chat here somewhere. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep the window like this. That's fine as well. Okay. So we are already off to a great start of this wonderful game. Because yesterday I went into the settings just to check out what things are happening here, and it already disabled my settings because yesterday we're off to a great start.
Finally, raise both arms and
No. So this is the thing, right? How do I go to menu? What is this? Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. We're going to have to...
finally,
Oh my goodness.
both arms and victory!
Stop. Stop. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, the controls for this, for the keyboard, are slightly confusing, just slightly, and for some reason this did not save my settings. So yesterday I put this in Japanese voices, and today, for some reason, as soon as I open the game, it's back to English. So, great start. I don't know if this bodes well for the game, but I'm sure, besides a slight settings hiccup, I'm sure this is a great game. It's going to be a banger. Okay. So options, message speed, we're going fast. We all go fast. Skip confirmation, I don't know what that is. BGM, I'll maybe put this slightly lower. Just so it's lower than me. Display language English, that's fine. I'm not going to pretend I know Japanese. And audio language Japanese, yes please. Okay. And this is it. Now how do I get out of here? Apply setting, yes, okay. So the controls for this game are slightly confusing because the first thing I tried to do was use my mouse. Mouse does not exist, neither do the arrows. It's just WASD and enter and backspace. That's as much as I've been able to figure out. It's peak. Everybody's saying it's peak. That's a lot of peak. Okay, now let's officially start. I put a FAQ in the description. Pretty much the only reason I'm playing this is twofold. The first is something that psychologists call sunken cost fallacy. I bought this game a few years ago when it was on discount, and I literally never played it because I didn't have the time or the interest, if I'm being totally honest. It was more of a impulsive buy type of thing. And now we've gotten to the point where we go into reason number 2, which is some of the characters in this game are now relevant in the novels. So we joined the sunken cost fallacy with me not wanting to read a summary because I just feel icky about that, reading summaries and, you know, sort of ingesting other people's opinions and summarization of a story that I love so much. I want to experience it myself, even if this particular story isn't particularly good, or so I've heard. And yeah, sunken cost fallacy, and some of the characters are relevant now in Arc 10. I will ask you guys to please not spoil too much because I actually haven't read the latest 2 chapters. I just didn't have time today, and there may be a few anime-onlys in the chat. I highly doubt it, but they may lurk somewhere around here. So let me once again see what you guys are chatting. I've only heard good things about this game. Thank you for sub, can listen to dub. Yeah, man, I mean, I come from a time where if you were an anime fan and you listened to any dub that was not Bakano, you were considered icky. So it's still kind of crazy to me how dubs are so popular nowadays. It's just not something I'm used to. I generally speaking tend to like always listen to the original voices. So for example, in To Be Hero X, no, actually, To Be Hero X, I didn't do that. But in Lord of the Mysteries, I listened to it in Chinese because the original is Chinese. It's how it's meant to be consumed, right? The same thing for Dark on Netflix. I listened to it in German because it's made in German, and so on and so forth. Unk, are you going to be talking about Arc 10 this stream? No. Like I said, this is going to be hopefully anime only friendly. If you're anime only and you have no idea what this is pretty much an alternate if story to Arc 3 from what I've managed to be able to gather. I won't say anything about Arc 10 besides the fact that some characters that are going to appear in this game appear later in Arc 10. If their roles are going to be the same, that's something I don't even know yet. It's not the story being bad, but rather everything else. Okay, let's find out then. Enter. Let's go, let's dive in. Victory! Victory! Guys, I can't wake up people in my house, okay? I can't speak very loudly, but why does Subaru look like that? Does he not look like... Why does he look like that? His eyes are like super far apart. He looks so strange. Emilia doesn't look too uncanny because Emilia has her eyes closed, but Subaru looks kind of weird, no? Is it just me? Is it just me? I think Subaru looks very weird. Maybe it's just me. I will wait for the chat delay for you guys to tell me if I'm being crazy and hateful or... or if I'm just being truthful. Anyway. Okay. I mean, I can't imagine Rum is too popular with the kids, if I'm being honest. She's way too condescending for that. This is directly after Arc 2, or so I've been told. Bro, I can't get over how weird Subaru looks. Emilia looks weird, kind of, but she still has an air of cuteness about her. Subaru just looks uncanny. I'm sorry. But... Mealy? Oh my goodness. Yeah, somebody on Twitter also tagged me about this, that this is even worse than the Yen Press translation, to be honest. So they removed all of the suffixes, so instead of Emiliata, for example, we have Mealy. Which, yeah, thankfully we have the Japanese audio, so we know what a melee is. It's not a new character. More of a sage, I mean. Is this foreshadowing? Is this sneaky foreshadowing by Tape, that Subaru is more of a sage? Let's not overthink this. I think my chat, by the way, is... Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, by the way, before I forget, there is something I do have to mention, which is I scheduled a stream for this day, but just in case I do have to say this, there is a thunderstorm currently out and about, and they said it was going to be gone yesterday, it wasn't. They said it was going to be gone today, it isn't. So if the stream suddenly shuts off, it's because I literally have no power in my house, just so you know. So this is only a month, so focus on talking to... Ooh, our first decision, okay. Focus on talking to Emilia, think back to what happened. I don't think ruminating on the past is necessary. I think this is maybe a recap for people who may be new to the game or new to Rezero. I'll just keep on talking to Emilia, scoring those points to slide in her ice slide, if you get what I mean. Nah, but the Mealy nickname is super triggering, but that's fine, I can deal with it. Potato stand, yeah. And this is the thing, I don't even like dislike the sort of movement of the characters. I'm used to, so just for context once again, the only visual novels I played were Fate Stay Night, Danganronpa, all three of them, and the first two of Nonari games. So it's not even that I dislike like static PNG images, right? This movement is fine to me, the movement is fine, but the character designs look so weird, don't they? Maybe I'll get used to them. Yes! We got our first achievement. Oh yeah. Interesting, they translate Emiliata as Mealy, but they still keep Ma Beast, which is interesting, okay. Fine choice. I mean, this was the first moment in the series where Subaru actually stood and looked pretty cool with the sword and, you know, trying to fight the mobbies, even if he didn't have much success in that. But he did look cool. So sometimes it's the intention that counts. Oh, Emilia, coming over to us. Nice, Emilia giving us some recognition. Henjiwa? Like a broken toy, damn, she's ruthless. Precious Emilia, yes, I have no idea what that is. Let's click F1 for help. F1. F1. Wait, this is a press? Okay. Menu. L control, what the heck is that? L control is the one on the left, right? Okay. Album. Do I go to album? Okay. I just wanted to see what I got, but how do I get out of here? Backspace. Memories. Memories. Okay, I have no memories. Quite context appropriate for the current episode of the anime. Okay, that's fine. I'll figure it out later. Who cares? The characters of this game become canon. Yep. Oh, from my girls, Lyra and Shion. Shion, just like the one from Slime, which is funny. I'll be honest, I know a lot of you guys glaze the side stories about Echidna or Omega or however you want to call it. I have never read those. I have never read any side story that is not an X volume that is on my shelf. So yeah, it's the same thing when you guys talk about, oh, the pigeons, it's Pandora. It's, okay, I'm sure it is, but I have no idea what you're talking about because I never read that side story. Yeah. Hey, King Lao, I'm having a great day. A very sweaty, hot day. Not in a good sense, but yeah. In the advanced part, you can enjoy the storyline and use the auto skip and backlog functions. Okay. On the item screen, you can examine all the items you've obtained. On the menu screen, okay. On the flowchart, you can check the... Oh, okay. So this is going to be very useful for what I'm assuming is going to be the main gameplay loop. Once again, I may be wrong about this because this is literally my first time playing this, but in non-RE games, for example, once you beat the game first, the first time, you get a sort of flowchart where you get all of your decisions, the branches, and you can sort of go back to the decision points and do another decision and go towards another flowchart. I'm assuming this is going to have a similar system based on what Rezero is, right? Hopefully I don't goof and I don't make the same decision twice. That would be very stupid of me, but taking into consideration it's almost midnight, that is entirely possible. Let's move the story along. Okay, very much. Is that the man, the myth, the legend? A giant lizard. She's so goofy. When they're both insecure. Come on, I want to see the big man, the big G. Where is he? Who the hell is this? What? This is Tiga. I don't want to see Tiga. Where's my main man, my G, my unk, not my unk, my grandpa. Where's Wilhelm? Who's this guy? Listen, guys, obviously, like I said, some of these characters have appeared in the novel. I'm going to try my best not to be biased on my impression of them from the novel. Having said that, screw this guy. I hate this guy. All my homies hate this guy, okay? Once again, this is me not being biased, okay? Just me being impartial and fair. That mouth does move weird, huh? Richard Song, thank you for being the best Rezero comedian. I don't know what being a Rezero comedian entails, but thank you. Made canon in an Omega side story. Okay, yeah, I mean, I have to one day try and read the side stories. To be quite honest, the ones I'm interested the most are probably the Elsa ones, which I believe there are some. But yeah, let's see if one day I have time. Man, there's just so much ReZero content, and I want to finish Overlord. I want to actually read Ishura, which I'm very excited for, and I want maybe one day, this is me being crazy, but I want to try and read Lord of the Mysteries, which is also huge. So yeah, my reading backlog is very, very big. I'm glad this game is voice acted. Yeah, the voice acting is pretty nice. I don't know if they're going to voice act everything. For example, certain games such as Danganronpa only voice act the important bits and everything else is just text, which I'm also fine with. In one of the Echidna side stories, the people of Gusteko realize that one of the other witches of Sin is back. Huh. That's very interesting because that would imply that the people of Gusteko know about the witches of Sin besides Satella. So that's already a very interesting lore implication there. I'm currently reading Arc 9 Phase 2. Am I in danger? No, not really. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm not going to really give out any spoilers for Arc 10, especially because myself, I'm not even caught up with Arc 10. I have 2 chapters yet to read. So I'm only going to say that some of the characters that appear in this game are in Arc 10, which is why I'm playing this game. That's the only spoiler I'm going to give, which is not really a big plot detail. Lot Misfire. Yeah, man, I hear so many good things about Lord of the Mysteries. And I really, really want to try it out, especially because, much like, for example, I know a lot of people complain about the ReZero adaptation, but the ReZero adaptation, in my opinion, is pretty good for sort of literary light novel standards, whatever those may be, right? Certain series, like, for example, Ishura, which I watched last year, the anime is pretty mid, but I can see the potential. And the same thing with Lord of the Mysteries. Lord of the Mysteries is slightly different because the adaptation was gorgeous, visually speaking, but I think it was way too rushed, so I can also see the potential there. I think those series are better fit for just literary format, you know, just reading a large novel with a lot of verbose text, just glazing all of the lore and the characters and whatnot. I think that's fun. Okay, sweet. Oh, hello, Rem. All of the Rem fans in the chat going crazy right now. We are already diverging from canon then, in Arc 3. This was supposed to be Wilhelm and Ferris, if you recall. Was it Ferris? Yeah, that's when he bit Subaru's ear, right? My memory fails me, but I think I'm correct. Either way, this is not Wilhelm or Ferris, it's Tiga and perhaps someone else. Let's see. Yeah, so this is pretty much the exact same that happened in the anime, with Wilhelm being switched with Tiga, and let's see who is switched with Ferris. Inadequate. I just got an inadequate. Okay. Once again, what are those cards? How do I get them? If somebody has played this game before, please tell me. How do I... What is that? Is that in the flowchart? Okay. Is that in the items? How do I... Album? How do I get that inadequate? What is that? Is that an item? How do I get that? What if I try to maybe press backspace here? Huh. Okay, that doesn't do anything. F1, item list, man. Oh, item, it's a tab. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. We have mayonnaise. We have Precious Amelia. Amelia is an item, which seems a bit... I won't comment on that. No ordinary person. Okay, this is the piece of garbage Tiga, which once again, I'm not trying to influence your opinion on this guy, okay? I'm just saying he's a piece of garbage and he should meet a very painful end. Either way, Ram the Maid and Inadequate. They just call him Inadequate. Okay. I know his self-esteem is not the best, but okay. Guys, I can't make noise, okay? I can't make noise at this time, but... What is that? movement parts. This is a movement part. Oh boy. Okay, guys. Let's try to be serious here, okay? I want you guys to focus. Let's all close our eyes, okay? We are at the top of a mountain. We are calm. We are immovable, unshakable. We are strong. We are at peace internally. Nothing can faze us, okay? I'm going to count to 3. When I say 3, we are all going to open our eyes and we are going to look. And when we look, we will not laugh, okay? 1, 2, 3. Brother, what is this? What is this, bro? Why does he look like that, man? This is so embarrassing. What the... Baby head Baru is incredible, man. Yeah, man, I totally agree. Why didn't they just do a VN? Like, I don't understand. Like, for example, Fate Stay Night, one of the most popular visual novels ever, at least in the West, right? I don't know about Japan, but either way, my point stands. Fate Stay Night has none of this, okay? Fate Stay Night is just a visual novel. You click, you see the characters. Some of them, they don't even have, like, motion or anything. It's mostly PNGs as far as I can remember. It's just text, PNGs, soundtrack, and... it's peak, okay? The Fate Stay Night visual novel is very good. I played it a few years ago, in Japanese, of course, and I played it a few years ago, and it was amazing. I don't see the need to do this, because when people said that this game was very bad, I was like, how bad could it be? Because it's just a visual novel, right? If the story was made by Tape, not some scrub random writer, then how bad could this be? Because it's one thing if you have, like, a cash grab gacha game. I can understand the hate for that, but this is a visual novel. Why do we need this? This is just embarrassing. This is just PlayStation 1 graphics. Like, just have text and PNGs. I don't understand. But either way, I like the sound design of the steps in the corridor. Sounds very professional. It takes a special satellite to love this Subaru. It entails unreluctantly shedding humor and passionately hating on bums like Rowan. Oh, I'm always down to hate on some bums like Rowan, and I'm smelling there will be many bums for me to hate on in Arc 10. I think it released at $60 too. I can tell you for a fact, I did not buy this at $60. I don't know what I bought this on. I know for sure it was at discount, and I think it was maybe less than a third of that. I did not buy it at $60. That I can say for sure. But either way, now it's in my Steam library. My money is gone. Let's have some fun. Okay, so we can't go in these rooms yet, I'm assuming. Lobby? No. Okay, let's talk with Rem first. What's up, Rem? Try moving to another location. Okay, so I could have just went to the location. It's just reiterating the information I already know. Okay, cool. I'll just follow the story. This should be... okay, to check in order. Wait, I have to talk to the vase? That's freaky. Okay, I'll give the flower to Rem. Will she appreciate this? It seems a little bit... okay, in the kitchen. Nice. But I already knew this because, you know, I read the novel and I watched the anime, but... The thing is, once again, this is a Rezero Wave story. This isn't like a harem game or anything like that. So I don't know if I should make an effort to sort of curry favor with Rem and Emilia, because once again, I'm not going to end up with them, right? Because it's just, you know, an if story. This isn't that type of game. Okay, I went to both locations now. Where is the kitchen? Dining hall. Where's the dining hall? Is this the... Oh, okay. I thought this was the door to leave. My bad, guys. My bad. Okay, very productive side quest. Let's go. Talk to Tiga. Yeah, Laser. That's pretty much my impression of it as well. I think Fate Stay Night is very well known. At least for me, it was... I won't say it's my first visual novel because it wasn't, but it's a very, very iconic of what I expect the visual novel to be. And in terms of like presentation and mechanics and all that, it's not particularly complex. In fact, it's very, very simple, precisely because it's so old, right? Yeah, Alex, I agree. The movement looks very weird. Like, I don't mind the character's movement as in the bodily movements, but the mouth looks kind of weird. Once again, I think this could have been better and it saved a lot of time and money and look more presentable if it was literally just PNGs like they do in a novel like Fate Stay Night. But yeah. I mean, what is the most hateful option here? But I mean, I sort of have to curry favor with him, right, to progress the story forward, or at least that's what I'm thinking. So I'll pick the first option. I think this option is probably bad, and this one just sounds kind of sussy. I don't think he's handsome at all. The hat is stupid. Tiga's hat is stupid, so I'll just pick the first one. Okay, this confirms it. He is known as Tiga Raureon and not Taiga, like I started saying because I didn't know his name. Natsuki-sama. Nobody calls you that. Literally no one calls him that. Yeah, the conversation is pretty much almost one-to-one with the Wilhelm. Obviously, the dynamic is a bit different because Wilhelm is older and actually cool instead of this piece of garbage Tiga, but... Don't worry, Tiga, no one knows his background. They try to investigate him. This is also, once again, relevant with the current events of the anime. Anastasia tried to investigate Subaru after the events of Arc 3, and she got pretty much all the information she could from the moment Subaru spawned in. Obviously, she doesn't know that he just spawned in Lugunica, right? Ah, that's nice. I still dislike you, though. If I recall correctly, once again, this is when Wilhelm and Subaru started talking about love, so I think the conversation is relatively similar. Emilia's robe, okay, new item, nice. Okay, who is it? It's not Ferris, so who is it? Oh, it's this chick. First of all, she has a very SSRI bored look, which is okay, whatever. But this chick has such a ridiculous name. I swear this sounds like some sort of a power move that you do in Naruto or something. Just try and check this out. quite the noises she was producing there.
死者の役
もちろんです。
そうかい。
おいティガ
ああ、そうだよ。俺
What's her full name? She is Sakura. It's Sakura something, but it's like a ridiculous name. You cannot take it seriously.
あら、ティガちゃんお友達？
You don't usually hang out with other boys.
友達なんて珍しい
Okay.
男の友達が珍しい
Subaru is saying this as he's constantly surrounded by women.
判定が厳しい。さくらもせっかくで。
はいはい。
Yeah, it's a Sakura element. Yeah, I mean, Sakura Elemento. That sounds like the name of an attack you see in a ninja series or something, or like a JoJo stand. Watashi no stando Sakura Elemento. I don't know. It's just such a ridiculous name.
俺の名前は夏木スバルティガの元親友
Farmer friend.
うちのレモンの同僚
I like the banter. The banter's fun. Okay, just random frame of Rem smiling. Okay, thank you, director, for that. I appreciate it.
あなたも王都へいらっしゃるんでしょ？でしたら、
Oh, she's switching to the sexy voice. Okay, Sakura, I see you. Or I hear you, I should say.
では行きましょう、ティガちゃん。あんまり遅くなると、お昼
I also don't trust this chick for a second. She switches between the kawaii sort of voice and the sexy voice. What are you doing?
やれやれ。次は
というわけでオートに行くんだろ
For what it's worth, I think Rem and Drum, and I think it's because they have the sort of hair on top of the eye, I think Rem and Drum in this art style look surprisingly good. And Roswell, because he already has quite a mischievous, evil look, I think this art style also suits him. But Subaru and Emilia, especially Subaru, look so uncanny with the eyes super far apart. Everyone else looks sort of okay-ish. If it was like a Pride game or just a culmination of all the evil ifs, I mean, that would be super fun and it would actually convince me to read the if stories. I never really had time to do it, so yeah, I know a lot of you guys love the if stories. It's something I will do eventually. It's just, you know, if I make enough Rezero content, eventually it's going to happen. But I haven't really read the if stories yet. What is Tiga? Is he a priest? He wears a priestess hat. No, that's just an evil bastard hat. Don't worry about it. Isn't this just a light novel designer? I mean, it should be, right? I think it's Otsuka, or at least it should be. But the designs look different. Like, you compare the light novel to these designs and they look slightly different, especially Subaru. Subaru looks so different. I don't know, but yes, it should be Otsuka. I'm thinking probably Otsuka did the sort of character design, I don't know, sources, and somebody else just made all of the faces and animations and expressions and all that. That's what I'm guessing, because it looks like something based on Otsuka's design and not actually Otsuka, because Subaru has never looked like this in any illustration ever.
ほらね言った通りだったでしょ
そうね。あのね、遊びに行くわけじゃないの。
分かってるってなんせお願いエミリアターン俺も連れてって
それは
Melee is still so jarring.
それに、オートにはスバル君の。
おナイスアシスト
Once again, this is, I think, pretty sim- Oh, hello. We're jumping. All of a sudden, we're up close with Rem. Hello, Rem. What are these sound effects?
やれやれ。レムのバルスビーキにも困ったものね。バルスも何を考えているやら。この茶葉の香り。まさかラムの秘蔵の。
とにかく今は過去の遺恨を頼むから一緒に
I love the banter. It's one of the things I was actually looking forward to this game, was sort of just returning to Arc 3 vibes, which in many ways I sort of miss those vibes. Obviously, we've gone on to bigger and better stuff, but Arc 3 vibes are very good with the banter with Rem, with her memories, Ram, Emilia. Obviously, I don't love this sort of still very guarded and oblivious Emilia, but the banter with the Oni sisters is just immaculate, so that's definitely a good thing.
そんなことさせたくない。
エミリアタンこそはいはいそこまで結論スバル君はオートについていく
Oh, okay. Can anybody with better memory than me please remind me what happened here? No, this is... No, this is the same, right? So Subaru went with Emilia, he then met Julius. In the novel, not in the anime, but in the novel they got separated and Subaru met Priscilla and he ran around some alleys with Priscilla and then they were saved by Rem. Saved, I say this as if Priscilla couldn't just like slice all of the country bums. Yeah, so this is still the same. Okay, this is not the moment where they get separated, right? They still have to meet Julius and Priscilla.
ただし、スバル君には別の目的を与えよう。自分の体の治療
I can really appreciate how much the voice actor for Roswell is just going the extra mile. There was no need to say Tadashi like that, but he really went for it.
先日の魔獣との戦いで肉体の負傷は癒えても、その治癒はまた別の問題だ。君自身、心当たりがあるんじゃないかね。
Wait, what? Unk, you told me we would play Get Crushed by Felix's Thighs. I don't think that was me, man. I hate to disappoint you. I'm not into that stuff either, but I wish you well. I wish you the best. I hope you find the happiness you're looking for. None of the ifs are actually important. I mean, yeah, I don't think... The thing about the ifs is, and this is just my overall general philosophy, I think one of the best Rezero things is just like the overall theme of hope. And no matter how, you know, hopeless and just sad and miserable things become, there's always that, you know, that moment where Subaru still tries regardless. And that's very inspirational for me. I think the if stories, also why a lot of people on TikTok like them or whatever, because of the aesthetic. It's very edgy, but it's not like why I like Rezero, if that makes sense. Having said that, I would still read them. The cool thing about the if stories, from what I've noticed, is some of them have tiny little details, or because there's deviations in the story, you get to know information that you wouldn't know this early otherwise. A big example of this is the Arc 9 If, which contains some very, very juicy details about the story, which I will not get into, but yeah, it's... One day I'll read the If stories and I'll make a review about them. Today's not that day. Today we are doing something much better. Prophecy of the Throne, the greatest game of all time. As said by IGN. This is a real quote. You can look it up. Okay, this is Lord Dump, okay. But this makes a problem in continuity, right? Because now they don't know Ferris yet. So that's a bit different than Arc 3, but sure, yeah. So... See, this is what I mean. This face, it doesn't look like Subaru at all. It looks like a fan art of Subaru. Do you guys see what I mean? I'm not crazy, right? It's once again, I think Otsuka did the sort of main concept designs and everything else was done by somebody else, because this doesn't look like Subaru. And it's the main character in particular that looks the most off. But yeah. Day 2. We have survived day 1, guys. We are already more skilled than Subaru was in Arc 2, if I'm not mistaken, so yeah. And certainly in Arc 1, so... In Arc 1 he didn't even survive a day, so... Pre-memory wipe Rem was so clingy. Clever land dragons. Barusu. And they're translating Ne-sama as Ramram. Okay, that's certainly a choice. I mean, if you want to go for a localization and be faithful, you could at least do Elder Sister. But Ramram seems once again like some sort of, I don't know, a battle tactic in medieval ages. Do the Ramram, and they all go in and pile on a guy with furious anger. I love Rum so much.
玉受けぐらいにはなるのよ。おとりとしても
Okay, that's something. I mean, that is Subaru's usual battle tactic. It's to just act like a decoy, so it's not like she's being, you know, purposefully hurtful. Think about Beatrice, let's depart right away. I want to think about Beatrice. Don't you guys want to think about Beatrice? Sure, let's think about her. Once again, this is all sort of rehashing things that were said in Arc 3. Not super interesting. The Wind Repel Blessing, blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not common for people to be born with divine protections, except the one dude who has like thousands of them. We don't talk about that dude. I don't know if... I think Emilia in the later arcs would be warmer towards Subaru. She was still a bit tentative towards him in these arcs, which is why the love triangle can feel a bit awkward, because it's pretty much Subaru trying to hit on Emilia, Emilia pushing him back, and Rem like trying to grab the crumbs of attention from Subaru, like, hey Subaru, I'm also here. Rem and Subaru is such a compelling relationship in Arc 6. I mean, I think Rem and Subaru is such a compelling relationship in all of the arcs. I love them. There was even, when I did one of my earlier volume reviews, I think it was volume 3 or 2 or something, I even had a compilation of my favorite Rum disses towards Subaru, because it's just so funny. I love Rum so much. We love bad, not Rum. Yeah, Rum's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. Oh, we have one announcement left? Okay. Have you seen the memes about that little mascot who we don't know who he is, but made appearances in multiple scenes? I have no idea who you're talking about. I'm very much blind going into this game. I don't know the story, don't know how it ends. All I know is characters like Tiga and Sakura, because they already appeared in Arc 10. So I look forward to the mascot. I look forward to it being cuter than Puck. I don't think that's an unreasonable baseline to achieve to. So let's see. Maybe stop those sometime. Ask for details, that's fine. Yeah, I know why. You need to tell me. What? We meet Otto here? That's fascinating. Okay. Okay, this is a fine chance. A fine change. We meet Otto already. The Dusk Bandits. Bro, hold on. Hold on, brother. Look at this guy. I know it's supposed to be just a sort of demi-human thug or whatever, but man, this looks like... Tell me this doesn't look like one of the generic goons from Dragon Ball Daima. Look me in the eyes and tell me this doesn't look like a sort of off-brand Toriyama design, because it really does. Oh man, that's so funny. The bandits. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're going on a side quest. The goody trio, of course they're here to help. It's Emilia, Subaru, and Rem. Of course they're going to help a guy in need. And besides, if it's just being totally realistic here, if it's just a bunch of bandits, Emilia can just pop them with ice, and even pre-Arc 4 Emilia is already pretty strong, and plus they have Rem, so I don't foresee this to be a very fearsome battle. What is your choice? Damn, this is dramatic.
それでそのと
During briefing parts, discussions about how to proceed takes place. Okay.
すみませんそうかちなみにみんな商人ですか勇者には積み荷を満載していますからおいおいあいえそれはない主人を殺せば勇者を引く知龍が言うことを聞かなくなりますけど幸い彼らは僕が抜け出したことには気づいてそこが狙い目で
状況をできるだけ詳しくお願い。
そうですその橋を渡ったらみんなが囚われ
I am very eager to see where this is going. Is it just going to be selecting an option, or is this like going to be sort of battle tactics, or what's going to happen here?
それはそうなんですがそれがかなり細い橋のここを彼らに抑えられるとかなり苦しいなるほどね橋は死守したいとこだな少し手前にもう一つ橋があるはずなんですがどうやら盗賊団が先回りして道を荷物が散乱かもし通れればその可能性は高くまあそっちの案はであと何かそうですねあれってなんだよ火の魔鉱石です
Ooh, fire magic crystals. Let's blow some stuff up.
仲間の輸送用の箱に入れて刺激が魔鉱石なるほど確かに火の魔鉱石はそうですねでもリスクは承知の上だでおっと確かに急いでたんで荷台に掘り棒を積んでいる勇者もあったと思い
Digging
ます
sticks?
掘り棒ああしゃべなるほどわかったとりあえず
スバル君。
目には小細工必要ねえだろ盗賊なんかに
はい。スバル君のレムは。
さすがだ
Once again, they're trying to present all of this information like it's going to be a very strategic battle.
なくなったら逃げるんだぞ
If I actually, restart already in this moment, I think I'll be quite embarrassed. But once again, it's just how is this hard? Like, it's just Emilia and Ram. They just Goomba stomp these bandits. No, Emilia can literally freeze them, and Ram just goes boom 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 with the chain. So
わかりました。スバル。私は。
whoa, this is once again very dramatic. Inado. What? No 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 no. Ask for help. Okay. Oh, this is where the options come into play. Okay. What? Do I need to ask for help? It won't let me do anything else. I don't want to ask for help. I don't need help. Huh.
さてどうする
What? It literally won't let me choose anything else? Change the future.
それじゃあ手伝ってもらっていい
危ないことしないって。
それ言われると
もうそんな
Oh yeah, Puck is still here.
難しいこと言い出したね。
Once again, his character design looks what's with those knees? Those knees look a bit strange, don't they? Or is it just me? Looks like it was made by AI. I mean, yeah, not gonna lie. This game, I mean, it came out in what, 2016 or something? I have no idea when this came out, but either way, this does have a sort of uncanny AI feeling about it, so I can see it. If it was made today, I think people would definitely complain this was made by AI. It does have that sort of AI-ish look. Looking like Aura Monster from Temu. Got that Pandora for. Hey man, I'm always here for some Pandora slander. Once again, I think people way overrate Pandora for what she's done in the series. So, what's screaming is Rem looks straight out of the Volume 2 illustration while everyone else is redrawn. I mean, yeah, once again, I think the Oni sisters look good. Everyone else looks kind of off, especially Subaru. Let's appreciate Emilia's forehead being covered by hair. I mean, yeah, Puck has been doing some squats, man. Look at those knees, look at those thighs. Brother's been doing it in the gym.
ことしてくれないなんて。
まあまあ落ち込まない落ち込む
わかってるよスバル。リアには僕。
っていうわけで夏希さん僕そう
So the thing is, they told me I was going to make decisions, but it's just gathering the items I have up until this point, and the decision is locked. So support Emilia, yeah, it literally won't let me choose anything else. So I'm assuming as you replay the game, you get more items, which opens up more decisions. But for now, I'm a bit frustrated that they advertised a big decision moment, and then there's no decision. It's literally just press enter, which okay, sure.
俺の考えは 前後でしたらお任せを。
ああ、わかってる。
あんた。
俺の体が深い。
変なこと言わないの。大体。
え、そう？いや、待ってよ。
To Emilius. Is this the poly ending people talked about?
レムはスバル君が2人いても全然。
Ram wants two Subarus. That's
どちらも区別。
kinky, sure.
大切にで。
大丈夫なんですか？こんな無駄話してて。
I like how Otto's like, these guys are crazy. How am I relying on them?
大丈夫なんじゃないかな。いつもこんな。
大丈夫だ、夫。俺
Everyone besides me is super strong. I love the honesty.
いまいち不安は拭えません。
よろしくね。
はい、任せてください。
夫。よ
はい。
し。
Let's take on the mission. To the mission. We're back to the Funko Pops, guys. I can't. Okay, first of all, I'm going to save just in case the... Wait, what? It won't allow me to save? Okay. Let's check out the flowchart. Okay, it literally just... Bro.
さて、どうする？
What?
一丁やったりますか。
Brother, what is happening? Can result in death or game over. No, 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 no. Listen, guys, I've played enough Pokemon. I think this is going to be like Dodge the Trainer or something. Okay, I need to go there. Okay, sure. I'll run away. Shh, shh, shh. I sneak behind the thing. What? I can't go here. That's BS, man. No, no, no. Check. But I literally walked in front of them. They didn't say anything. How easy is this game? What? Oh, okay, this is like Fire Emblem. Okay, each one has their phase. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Try approaching Ram and talking to her. Okay, okay, so I don't need to, like, try and pretend to dodge them or whatever. Okay, 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 okay. That makes sense. This is like Fire Emblem. Okay, that's easier to understand. Okay, let's talk with Rem, and let's bang them from behind. Talk.
レム、
大丈夫です。
他に俺がやれることは。
Okay. Can I get there in time?
許さないんだから。
This is literally just like a much crappier version of Fire Emblem. Check.
夫が言ってた火、多分これが火の魔法石。あいつらに見つからず。
They're really hand-holding me. I know this is the first fight, but yeah.
レムが相手です。
Okay. Can I be seen here? I don't think so. Let's try and... Oh, I go to them directly. Does that count as not being seen? I'm literally in their face, brother. I don't want to use an explosive being this close to them. This is insane. Oh, okay. Then why did you tell me to use it on them? This game is trying to handhold me, but it's being more confusing at the same time. Okay. I need to go to that rock.
やってやりますよ。
Hold on. What is Otto doing? Is that a knife? Otto has a knife? Otto is just going man to man with this dude. When did this happen in the novel? I don't remember this. Otto going all knife up close and personal with the dudes. He never fought like this. Okay, use.
よし、ここで満を持して火の魔法石。
Am I going to actually aim or is it just automatic? I want to aim. I want to try and... Bro, he looks so much like a Funko Pop. Dude, look at that face. Look at the Funko Pop face. Did I just reset? This is actually unbelievable. This is so stupid. I will say I've been enjoying the soundtrack for what it is in terms of just a visual novel, right? My expectations are lower, but this sort of death visual novel for Subaru feels so like so many tiers below the anime one that it's just very disappointing. Okay, thanks tutorial. You just killed me. Lovely. Okay. Oh. Riveting gameplay. Catching my favorite Rezero one. Thank you so much, man. All these fight things are so cheeks. I have no idea what they're thinking. Yeah, once again, this could genuinely pass as a mobile game. I don't think it would matter. I think it has a very mobile game feel. I think that's the best way to put it, actually. It has a very mobile game feel. Yeah, I also saw Tape's tweet about her upcoming rampage. I mean, I'm still waiting. The thing with Pandora is, I said this in my character design tier list, I think her character design is just, it's supposed to be eerie, but I can't take her seriously because it's literally just an albino chick with a blanket. And I don't know, I think if you wanted to go for simple and eerie, I think there were other ways to do it. I don't like her character design too much. I know this is a very unpopular opinion. You guys let me know in the comments that it was very an unpopular thing to say, but I'm just not a huge fan of Pandora's design. Hey David Santos, what is this? This is ReZero Prophecy of the Throne, a game that is known to be not very good, but it covers characters that are now relevant in Arc 10 of the novel, which is why I'm playing it. What the Chinese pachinko game? Trust me guys, Pandora will go on a rampage, trust. I mean, he also said Marcos was going to shine eventually. I've yet to see it, so... Is this going to be any different from the light novel? Yes, this is very different from the Arc 3 light novel. This is sort of like an if story. The first major difference is, instead of Wilhelm and Ferris meeting Subaru at the mansion, we met Tiga and Sakura, and now we met Otto before any of the events with the witch cult. So we are on our way to the capital, and we already met Otto, so that's very different already. The early dialogue was very much similar, nothing new to add. I can understand this is a way for them to introduce the reset mechanic, but, you know, the tutorial killing you is crazy, right? I've never seen a game do this before, that's actually insane. Especially because I tried to throw it beforehand. I literally tried to grab the crystal and throw it beforehand, and the game made me go farther away and kill myself. That's actually so goofy. Alright, because this is Arc 3, this is the first time Subaru faces an explosion. I won't say anything else in case there are anime onlys, but yeah, all I'll do is smile. Bro, once again, we just reset against these scrubs, man. Just look at this bum-ass face. Look at this bum face. We lost against these guys, that's crazy. That is absolutely insane. I am furious right now. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to the fight and let's whoop their ass from behind or from far away. Mission start. Okay. Okay. Feel free to experiment. I will. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so. Once again, I don't think I need to talk with Rem, because that did nothing. Literally, that was useless. I mean, why don't I just grab the crystals and throw it at their face? I just ambush them before they get to the bridge, and that's it. Am I overcomplicating things, or am I oversimplifying this? I don't... Do I need to talk with Rem? Is that mandatory? I mean, I guess I'll talk to her just because... What if I do use instead of talk? Rem, just bang them from behind. Empty. Okay, I can't bang them from behind. Sad, I hate that. Okay, what if I talk with Amelia and freeze them? Once again, I'm having there's the context of the game, but then there's the context of, you know, the actual Rezero series. I don't see how Emilia doesn't just one-shot all of these guys with ice, but sure.
エミリアさんもちろんこっちの要件がよく考えねえと
Mm-hmm, okay. I should have clicked use, right? But if I couldn't use Rem... Bro, once again, these two get locked into combat. There is zero chance this bum could actually, like, hold Emilia for this long, but sure. Also, one thing, you can sort of see the clouds. You know, you can see this game tried to do some things in terms of visuals, like the clouds hovering over us and whatnot. That's fine. It's just... Once again, I think for a visual novel, especially a ReZero visual novel, there was no need for all of this. It feels extra, like we're adding extra goofiness for no reason. Just literally just do some PNGs, man. As long as the story is good, people will play it. It's ReZero, okay? This is a novel series. Where was the thing? Was it here? Oh. Okay, now can I just throw it from here? Okay, can I just throw it from here? No, I cannot. Okay. Can I throw it from here? I got an achievement for that. That's insane. I mean, it would be useful to see the map. Items cannot be used in here. Okay. I would like to see them. Oh. Can I go around? I can't. Okay, that's sad. Once again, why can't I just throw it at their face? Think. I am so confused. From here? Think. Move this cargo. This is where I die, so no need to do that. Did you see that? Otto just shanked the guy. That is nuts. Otto just shanked the guy. I mean, they want me to move the cargo, but I have no idea what's happening here. Check. How do I move the cargo? I'm so confused. I feel so dumb playing this. Oh, do I have to go help Rem? That's the cargo. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe I should have gone here first. Okay. Use. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But now Rem is going away, so... What if I just use? Magic Crystal Demolition, okay. They won't let me? Okay. Why won't... Use... Fire Magic Crystals? I'm so confused. They don't let me do anything. Okay, check and use aren't going to do anything. I think they probably already got away. I don't think I can catch up to them now, but yeah. I'm just very confused. What up? Hey, that's the... Okay. They didn't need to waste resources on these crappy mechanics. I mean, yeah, I totally agree. These, I'm so confused and so underwhelmed at the same time. Gets so much funnier in a later fight. Okay, okay. I'm expecting we fight the Witch Cult because this is an Arc 3 if. So I'm expecting we're going to fight Funko Pop Betelgeuse. And I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm going to laugh a lot. Damn Otto. Damn Otto's got hands. Yeah. You have to throw it from the rock. I'm contemplating sleeping or watching the stream. It's 5 a.m. here. Well, man, it's midnight for me, so... Yeah, but don't ruin your sleep, man. I know I shouldn't be saying this, because I should be, you know, begging for watch time or whatever, but man, if you're bad, then go to sleep. If you can nap, then do that.
あんたたちのおかげだ。
If you want to stay around, then that's also cool, man.
さすがにエミリアと
Wait, is that
かったかもだ。
is that the dude? Guys, you know what? I think it's time for a poll. I think it's going to be fun. We're going to run a poll. Hold on, how do I do that? How do I do a poll? Start a poll. Hold on. I can't be too... Okay, guys, let's see the opinions of the chatters here. Let's see if you guys think that... Wait, I only have an option. Oh, no, it's yes and no. Okay. Yeah, Nasu's VNs would be, like, the style would be way better. This game was foreshadowing auto one-shotting segment. Who's this JoJo looking dude? Yeah, now that you mention it, he has a very homoerotic vibe about him. He does look like a JoJo character. Puck is a bum. Since Puck is a bum in my head, I can call him cute. I mean, wow, it's 50-50 right now. You guys seem very undecided. I thought it was going to be a wash one way or the other, but you guys seem very undecided on if this I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think Puck is cuter. I don't want to influence the poll, but I don't know. This thing just looks kind of weird with the flower and whatnot. It's like a very feminine squirrel-looking thing, but looks kind of... I don't know. See, he doesn't really talk much. He's literally not a JoJo character, because JoJo characters love to yap.
お、そっか。いや、
どういたしましてなのよさ。あたいはポーカ。こっちはサルム。
Guys, once again, this is a very educational stream, okay? I'm here to educate you guys, give you new information and whatnot. Puka, if you switch the double O with a U, which is roughly the same sound in Portuguese, and if you switch the K with a T, it's a very bad word, okay? Look it up, folks. P-U-T-A, that's all I'm going to say. The fact he's called Puka is super funny, not going to lie.
俺は夏木すばる。
レムと申します。サルム様、プーク、そんなにかしこまられるとこ、何か言いなさいって言ってるのよ。仲良く。
Okay, now they are face to face. They're up close with each other. I will say, I still think Puck is cuter. I have no idea why they made Puck just go do leg day intensely. Why bro has been so long in the gym in this if story. Because his knees and his thighs look thick. Brother is thick, okay? But yeah, seeing them side by side, I think Puck is cuter. Let's see what the polls say. Is this mascot cuter than Puck? Okay, you guys prefer Puka. Okay. Ignoring the beat dead allegations, Puck is cuter. Okay. I'll end the poll. It seems you guys have made your decision. I will always vote against Puck. I appreciate the hatred. He describes Puka as highly stylized. I mean, yeah, there's a lot. It's not just a simple squirrel, right? You have the details with the flower and the scarf and the tiny little boots that have a heel, in case you notice it. They do have a heel, so it's a feminine. Oh, the light just went out. Okay, hold on, guys. I've been waiting for this the entire time, okay? I'm going to turn on the light, okay? I just need to charge it, but in order to do that, I'm going to go to a quick intermission. I spent 10 minutes of my day making this, so I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope at least one of you finds it funny. I will be back in 10 seconds. Hold on. And we are back. Hating Puck is the reason why this heart still beats. Which company made this game? I have no idea, to be honest. Rezero Prophecy of the Throne. This was made by Spike Chunsoft, Numskull Games, developers Chime Corporations, Spike Chunsoft. I mean, Spike Chunsoft made Danganronpa as well, if I'm not mistaken. Chime Corporation I'm not too familiar with. They made, yeah, they literally seem to have made Danganronpa. What? They also made Danganronpa? That's crazy. This is a... Huh, that's very strange. Zero Time Dilemma. This is one of my favorite games of all time, in terms of visual novels, obviously. I mean, I'm just going to show you guys... can I just show this on screen? Yep, I can. Yeah, so their list of games is actually quite good. They made some visual novels for other games, I'm assuming. Made in Abyss, whatnot. Danganronpa is very good. Zero Time Dilemma is very good. Yeah, I mean, no. Isn't Zero Time Dilemma the third one that I hated? Yeah, then maybe we will hold judgment on these guys. But yeah, they're affiliated with Danganronpa at least, which has some better mechanics than what we're seeing in this game. Danganronpa also functions... It's a visual novel that also functions with a lot of minigames, but the minigames are actually quite fun and engaging. Puka was originally supposed to be a realistic squirrel on all fours. Yeah, I can see how he says it's highly stylized then. Yo guys, which is your ideal ReZero game? I think ReZero, at least for me, as much as I hate to give the obvious answer, I think it has to be a visual novel. Because in my opinion, for it to be like a sort of, like, let's say hack and slash, like you have for the One Piece games, for example, I think the characters... I mean, you could make a hack and slash, but that's not the spirit of ReZero. The missions would have to be very contrived if you're just blasting through witch cultists and these sort of bandit-looking things. Any type of sort of RPG, I think it can be a bit awkward. An RPG could maybe be fine, but once again, it comes down to the thing of what are you going to fight in the RPG? Is it just mobbies? Witch cultists? Maybe. I don't know. I think visual novel, because Tape writes so much and he writes so well and everything is generally speaking so connected, I think a visual novel is sort of the ideal medium. I don't know what they were cooking with the sort of pseudo ugly Fire Emblem looking gameplay, but yeah, well, let's try it a bit more. Spirit Arts user, okay. Another Spirit Arts user then. This thing is very expressive. It has the tiny little arms and tiny little teeth, so... Interesting. Is it in Arc 3 that he realizes that Puck is a great spirit? I thought it was before. Oh no, oh, this makes sense actually. I think when we, the viewer, and when Subaru realizes that is during the moment in the throne room where Emilia and Puck just essentially threaten the entire kingdom. And I think that's where they realize that Puck is a great spirit, which once again they're just doing this earlier, much like Koto's introduction. That's fine, that's a fine change. Okay, Puka is a fanboy then. Cool. Or fangirl, I should say. She's a groupie. The traders you saved. I think, honestly, I'm going to say, I don't understand because I tried to throw the explosive bombs from every single location, I think, and it didn't allow me to, but I will say this, okay? What I did was the most in-character thing possible. I did nothing. I just ran around, made a fool of myself. If that's not Subaru gameplay, then what is, really? I think this is excellent gameplay. Very biblically accurate Subaru. defeated the bandits. I literally did nothing. Save your progress. Yes.
書き留めておくわね。
Oh, this is the first time we saved? Okay. That's so if if the thunderstorm actually shut off my electricity, I would have lost everything up until now. That's good to know. Yikes. Oh, in case for those of you who have arrived a bit later, there's a thunderstorm currently where I am, and it's entirely possible the entire stream goes down because my house loses electricity. So just so you're aware.
ごめん、勢いで間違えた。
で、夏希さん、ご工場の続きをどうぞ。
そういや、オートで聞いた覚えがあるな。次の王様を決めるために城で何やら動きがあるとかないとか。
Yeah, Etam. Yeah, I totally agree. I think a VN with actual, like, you know, compelling decisions, I think that would be very great. And it would actually allow for players to sort of express their particular favoritism for certain characters. Because I know for sure there are players who would let Rem die and they would feel nothing about it. They would perhaps even be gleeful that happened. So that would be crazy. If you have the safe ones. Oh, there's safe rocks and bad rocks. Okay, okay. I mean, I'm guessing I'm probably going to redo this all when I'm beating the game, right? So I'm not too worried about it, but yeah.
隠すことじゃねえだろ。
でも私、
そういう謙虚な姿勢はエミリアタンの魅力だとは思うけど。
You know, I enjoy this. Subaru's working as her publicist. I think this is important. I like this.
レムもそう思う。
はい、さすがスバル。
Rem always glazes no matter what.
ってわけで、家族はもちろん。
スバルったら、
どうしたの？
びっくりさせてごめんね。
なるほど。虫までエミリアタンの。
ごめん、ちょっと。
おい。銀髪のハーフエルフ。
リア。
How are they going to react?
おい、言葉を口にすな。命を張って俺たちを助けてくれた方々だぞ。
Brother, what is this character design? Man, the character designs for this game are killing me, man. I'll be honest. What he looks like. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what it's called in English. I don't even know if this aired anywhere else, but tell me, please. I know there are a few Europeans among us. Please tell me you guys watch this. Dude, tell me it doesn't look like the same guy. Come on. Dogtanian. So that's how it's called in English apparently. Dogtanian. Did anyone watch this? Anyone at all? Dude, what is this character design? Let me find once again the browser. Okay. Doggo jump scare. I'll be honest, I think Salem looks okay. My personal hatred aside, I think Tiga looks okay. Besides those two, every single other game original character design is not really fascinating me, let's put it that way.
あとは旅の遅れを挽回助けていただいたお礼に。
いいぜ、気にすんな。
はい、任せてください。はい、僕の保証なんて
おっとのく
あんた。
皆さん。
Bro, this guy looks so... this guy looks ridiculous, I'm sorry. You know what this guy looks like? This guy looks like those background characters that you see in episode 1, right when Subaru gets spawned in Lugunica, and he's just roaming around and he sees all these demi-humans. This guy looks like one of the dudes in the background, which is not a good thing for a front-facing character, but yeah, sure.
まだ残ってたの。それはそうですが。いい。
そうよ。それに、スバルが変なこと言い出し、私が王様になるのだから気にし。
感謝って笑えるだろう。感謝を伝えたくても逆にでも それがエミリアタンだ。それにあんたやオットーに出会えただけ、少なくともあんたは。もちろんです。全力で応援。
Guys, we got 1 vote. Now all we need to do is this for the rest of the country, okay? I think we're going to have a very successful political career, okay? This is... Emilia's rule is all but guaranteed. We got 1 vote, guys. This is just the beginning of many. Hold on. Why is his color different in the item? Are you guys seeing this? They are whitewashing the character in real time. He's supposed to be brown. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. They will never beat the allegations. He's so generic they can't even get his color right. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, Roswell Manor, Arlem Village. You know it would be funny, but I think they won't let me do that. Go back to Arlem Village. But yeah, let's just proceed with the game. Once again, I'm not going to go for the completionist build. I don't particularly care about doing all the achievements. I just want to beat the game and see what's up with these characters. So. Does Lugunica use the electoral college? Meet background man, 0 narrative presence, 0 thematic connections, 1 vote, 1 hat, and 0. I like the meme game of chat right now. This is very good stuff. Oh, hello. This is the chick from the main image of the game. Friendly nun. I like how goofy and expressive the character movement is in this game. It's kind of comical, but it fits the characters because, let's be honest, a lot of characters in Rezero, they're dorks. They're lovable, but they're dorks. Victory! So we already met the mysterious nun. Are we going to meet Julius? This is what I'm curious about, if from this point forward, if they just start branching off massively from what we know from the Arc 3 canon, or if they just, you know, reuse certain scenes and whatnot. So we should meet Julius and Priscilla about now, if I remember correctly. So let's see where it goes. And we should also talk with the Appa guy again. Is that not here? Let's see. Oh yeah, Subaru wants to pay a visit to someone, so that's the Appa guy. The best character in Rezero. Once again, man, the Funko Pops is just... Shopping district, and that right there is the... Dude, hold on. Why does Subaru walk like this? I want you to look at Subaru right now. It's like he walks, but his hips don't move. It's literally just his knees bend and his arms just... He walks like a Minecraft character. Okay, so we don't want to go to the Royal Palace yet. Karsten Manor, I do want to go to Karsten Manor, if you get what I'm saying, but for purposes of the game, I think we need to go to the shopping district and talk with, yeah, Appa guy. Oh, so this... Dude, I'm so curious. Does the sprite change? Oh no, this is just generic town person, okay. So this should be the Appa stall, right? She's holding his hand. Okay, that's cute.
あの時は心とか
夜の盗賊団を退治した御人に言うのもあれなんだ。悪が寄りつか
Yeah, my man.
なんだよ。
Kadamon looks... He looks okay. Once again, I think there's a bit of uncanniness in these designs, but Kadamon looks okay for what it's worth.
つれねえこと言うなよ。俺にとっちゃ初接触の異世界人。
さあ言われてもな。1ヶ月前に
スバルは無茶言わないの。お世話になった人に挨拶したいって言うから。
男が交わした約束を保護にしようなんて。
That's rich coming from Subaru, the man who always breaks all the pacts.
話にしないの。お店の人が一
エミリアさん、課題。ごめんなさい。耳。
反省。
You know what? This game is turning me around. I think some of the sort of presentation details can be quite fun. I'm not a huge fan of the character designs, but the presentation, besides the walking sections, obviously, but the presentation, like them twisting and the ear pulling and whatnot, and the sort of character movement, I think it can be cute. I think, let's see how I feel about this game when I finish it, but people may have been too harsh on this. That's all I'm going to say.
その無様さで思い出した。無一文の
The ingrate who left without buying anything.
どこで思い出して。
怒るな怒るな。俺約束してたリンガだ。何個買うんだ。
ここはでっかく10個といこう。約束のって
どうして
近く。
おいおい、連れの嬢ちゃんに金払わせんの。
Oh, who is this?
あんたどこの野郎。今俺払おうと。
Oh, nice. Al already? That's cool.
怪しすぎる。俺の故郷なら。
Al is one of the characters who looks better in this character design because, once again, you can see his eyes, so...
そりゃいくらなんでも言い過ぎだろう。おっさんでも傷つく。
Shakira Baru hips don't lie. Okay, I'm enjoying playing this with chat. You guys are super funny. We cool with Kadamon spoilers? Yeah, man, we all know that Kadamon is the real villain, obviously. Any bet said Kadamon has been Pandora all along? No, of course not, because Kadamon is not a bum. You think we'll get to see Kadamon play a role in Arc 10? I mean, I miss Kadamon. I think he's going to play a role, and I'm going to tell you why. I was astounded when I realized that the Three Stooges came back to the story. If the Three Stooges came back, there is zero chance in my mind that Kadamon doesn't come back to the story. Is he going to play a big role? Is he going to be the final villain or the main hero? Probably not. But is he going to appear again? I'm guessing probably yes. I think it makes sense. With Tapei's, for some reason, fondness of reusing the characters, especially characters from Arc 1. I mean, I'll be honest, I still don't like the Three Stooges a lot, but the fact they came back into the story and are a mainstay from Arc 5 forward is super funny to me. So yeah, Kadamon will come back for sure. And besides, wasn't it, I don't think this is a super big spoiler, but forgive me, I guess, but isn't Kadamon confirmed to have been married to a chick from to the daughter of Grimm from X2? Okay, let me put this in English so people who have no idea what I'm talking about can understand. So, hold on, guys. I'm just going to open the tab here. Grimm Rezero. So, just without giving away too many spoilers, this guy... Oh, hold on. I'll just open the image and not the text so you don't see any spoilers. So this guy right here is one of Wilhelm's military buddies from X2. In X2 we dive into how Wilhelm was during his youth and what he did. So this guy marries another chick who I will not say who she is, but this guy has a daughter, and I think this guy's daughter, if I'm not mistaken, is the wife of Kadamon. So I think he will probably come back into the story. That's a pretty neat detail, and if I got it wrong, forgive me. It's been a while, and once again, I don't know a lot of these characters by heart like some of you guys do, so... Yes, he's married to royalty. Okay, then I'm correct, yeah. Oh, yeah. Buffy the Vampire, I see what you mean, yeah, because his pants are so lightly colored, it does look like he's naked, which is super funny. I mean, in my monitor, I can sort of see through the opacity that he has pants on. I don't know if it quite comes across on screen, but it is kind of funny to imagine that Al is just naked, you know, he's just letting it all loose. He can't show his face, he's insecure about that, but The meat. He's confident on that. Oh, hello. Okay, so we meet Priscilla here as well, which is... We are supposed to meet Priscilla here, it's just that the circumstances are very different. We are yet to meet Julius. My personal jester. This means that in this canon, Kadomon met Priscilla and Al, which is kind of funny. Are these heights biblically correct? Because I'm pretty sure Priscilla is supposed to be, if not Subaru's height, like just a little bit shorter than him. She looks way shorter than Subaru here. Hold on, I must know this. My autistic brain must know right now. So Subaru Rezero. Let's check out the wiki. Once again, I won't show it on the screen so you guys don't get spoilers for those who are anime only. So Subaru is 172 centimeters. Oh wow. Subaru is exactly my height. Guys, I think this is destiny, okay? So my cosplay of Subaru was totally lore accurate. Besides the fact I'm not Japanese, obviously. How tall is Priscilla? Priscilla Rezero. How tall is she? I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this, but I must confirm. She is 164. Huh. Okay. Then I guess they make her look taller in the anime, or maybe it's just her aura, like the kids say, because I would have guessed for sure Priscilla was way taller than that. How tall is Krush then? Krush. How tall is Krush? 168. Okay, so Krush is the tallest royal candidate, I'm assuming? Huh. Interesting. I thought Priscilla was way taller than that, I'll be honest. Plot twist, Kadomon opened the water gates in Priscilla. I think I'm pretty sure we saw Al do that, but yeah, maybe it was Kadomon wearing Al's clothes. Oh yeah, you're right, yeah. Priscilla does look quite a bit younger than she does in the series. Who would win in a death battle, Priscilla or Kadomon? I mean, the thing is, Priscilla would just be too amazed at Kadomon's aura. She wouldn't be able to do anything. Kadomon is Priscilla's type, I know that for sure. Priscilla has Rum's face. I'm not sure if I see that, but yeah, she definitely looks quite a bit younger. Subaru male and female are the average height for their respective sexes. Okay. Priscilla's wearing heels though. Oh, yeah. That's a good shot. Yeah, even if she's 164 or whatever I said, wearing heels, she should be like roughly Subaru's height. So. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this was in the anime, but I know for sure this line was in the light novel, so. How spoiled are you? Okay, so in this canon, Kadomon literally gives Priscilla an apple. Wait, somebody, hold on, where can I see the chat? Can I, F1, menu, auto, backlog, ask. Hold on, am I crazy? No, give it to me, I will check how it tastes. Did Kadomon just mouth feed Priscilla? Because I don't think she grabbed it with her hands, she wouldn't want to dirty herself, so did Kadomon just literally give an apple to Priscilla's mouth? Is that what happened here? I am blown away. This is amazing stuff. This is, you know, quite honestly, this is already worth buying the game for. These types of interactions. This is what I live for. So in this canon, Subaru doesn't buy the apples, so he still doesn't keep his promise to Kadomon, which is a strange thing to change, but sure. Kadomon fed Priscilla and then he came off as a bandit. He sold the entire merchandise. Is this like an A-fruit? This is like the A-fruit for Kadomon. The brother is just winning in life.
約束もしてねえよ。兄ちゃんの義理堅さには感心し、大口の客を優先するな。
手のひら返り
物の通りをわきまえた天使よ。
くそー。
わらわのものとなるべき輪。
横からかすめ取ったのそ
何を言っておる。わらわは天使にだ。
こいつ金に物言わせやがって。
Capitalism.
悪く思わねえでくれ。犬に噛まれたとでも思って諦め。
No dog exists that is as beautiful as me. I mean, that's a true statement.
ところでお嬢様。
後で迎え。
かしこまりました。
プリシラ・バーリエルじゃ。
ちなみに俺のことはあるでいいぜ。
住所も名前も興味ねえよ。
そう言うなって。
I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more from each other. Okay. Quite the foreshadowing there.
行くぞ。
へいへい。
いやー、こういうこともあるもんだな。
見損なったぜおっちゃん。
俺が撃ったの。
途中であの女の呼び方、俺の聞き間違いじゃ。
乗客に敬意を払うのは商売人として。
あ、エミリアだ。プリシラにある。まあ、広いよ。
Okay, back to walking. Let me just check the chat. Is Aldebaran a Gunnar in the web novel? Anastasia is the tallest in terms of ambition. I mean, she's the most capitalistic driven. I don't know if she's the tallest in terms of ambition. They make it, especially in Arc 10, if you have read it, they make Krush sound like she's a complete lunatic for what she wants to do with the dragon. So I think in terms of ambition, it's probably either Krush or Felt, because Felt just wants to completely destroy the current societal scheme of the kingdom. So either one of them. Kadomon respects game and so does Priscilla. Oh yeah. Hello, Mr. Dio, sir. How's the game? I mean, the game's not excellent, but not bad either. I think some people may have exaggerated with their criticisms of the game. Oops. You can see these goofy walking sections. I think these are terrible and should not be in the game. I would prefer if this game was much like every other visual novel I've ever played, like Fate Stay Night, for example, or Nonari games, where it's just literally just text and images. I think it would be fine. They insist on having this, so I mean, it's whatever. Let's go to the tavern or to the back alley. I mean, back alley, will we meet the Three Stooges once again? Because we were supposed to meet the Three Stooges in Arc 3, but we were supposed to be accompanied by Priscilla, so let's see where this goes. Should I go to the tavern first? Maybe Julius is there? Julius wouldn't be at a tavern, surely, but no need to go this way. Okay, thank you for offering me the option to end game. Lovely. Slums. Okay, are we going to visit Rom? Dude, it's just the same guy. It's just a generic design, okay. Loot house. What? I can't go to the loot house. Then why did I come here? Where's Rom? Where's Felt? I can't go back to the back alley. Let's talk with this bro. Then why was I allowed to come here if I literally can't do anything? Game? Hello? Okay. Okay, thank you for allowing me to go on this useless detour game. Lovely stuff. It didn't even get any items or anything, so that's disappointing. Okay, so let's just go to the Karsten Manor and be done with this. Karsten Manor. Go to the Karsten Manor courtyard, don't go. Just go. So in this continuum, this is where we will meet Ferris for the first time. Let's see if he still nibbles on Subaru's ear. This is a very important detail that I know a lot of you enjoy on a physical level. Okay, she looks... I like the sort of dangling of the thingy there on the outfit. I'm still not entirely convinced. Once again, I think the character designs have the eyes way too far apart. But yeah, Krush looks good for what it's worth. She always looks good.
こんにちは、クルシさん。こんにちは、エミリア様。
Ooh, fairies with a wink.
こんにちはっていうにはちょっと遅い時間だけど。
いや、構わない。
この人がクルシュさんか。
ほら、美人に見とれるのはわかるけど。
For what it's worth, once again, I know a lot of people like to crap on localizations and whatever, and I think some of them are very bad, but I don't like the melee, for example. They should have just written Emilia or Emilia-tan or something, but Meowgnificent and Nyot Polite, that's pretty good. I give credit where credit's due, you know. Once again, you guys know I'm a huge Krush fan, but it's so funny that they're talking about Krush's beauty in a character design where she looks kind of clapped. Subaru is just surrounded by pretty women and Ferris. I mean, to be fair, the beautiful girl ratio is just main characters, right? The background characters don't look that good at all. Oh, they introduced, huh. Okay, they translated Oni as demon? Okay, sure. Then that's why they used Ma Beast, because if they used Demon Beast and then Demon, it could get confusing. I mean, sure. Let's check out the chat here. Felt the one who hates the currency. Oh yeah, that's a good shot. How will Subaru get into the castle without Priscilla? The CGs are god-awful to mid. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, some of them are good. God-awful is a bit much. I mean, the ones that do like this and whatnot, they can be kind of cutesy, but can help complement Krush. I mean, Krush is just incredible, no? He was running a harem. I mean, yeah, for sure. There's a funny moment. Where is it? Is it in Arc 10? The thing is, Rezero is so like long that sometimes I forget details, but I think it's in Arc 10 where... Oh no, I know where I saw this. I saw a clip on Twitter that was super funny of, what's it called? Isekai Quartet, which is that anime where they have Kazuma from, they have the characters from Konosuba, from Rezero, from Overlord, from a bunch of other series. And there was this moment where Kazuma was telling Subaru how hard his life was because Aqua was useless and whatnot. And then Subaru pretty much says his point of view, and he pretty much mentions Ram, Emilia, Beatrice, you know, all of these cuties in his words, and Kazuma just gets super jealous because Subaru is just surrounded by girls. And from an outside perspective, Subaru is just super lucky. And even in Arc 10, I think at one point it's mentioned that, yeah man, Subaru is quite a lucky guy, let's just put it that way. Oh, is this where he will nibble on the ear? We need to have the nibble. If we don't get the nibble, we riot, people. They never mentioned this though. I'll just say about the treatment because I think that's the canon option. Once again, we may be losing items here, but sure. This voice acting was so good they had to show it twice. That Tadashi was, you know, he really wants to earn his money. That Tadashi is is something else, man. That needs to be a a sound effect for the stream. That's so extra. Da da she.
君の体の不調は名誉のそこで
あの話がそ
ブッブー不正解
なら誰なんだ
スバルくん目の前にいるフェリちゃん
フェリスが
はい見た目が可愛い見た目の可愛さも売りだけどね
おお
No nibble? No nibble.
スバルをよろしくね
The game is ruined. The game is ruined. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. Guys, no nibble. We did not get a nibble. It's not this one. But I have to show it. Whatever. Guys, we did not get the nibble. We did not get the nibble on first meeting. That's insane. Actually lore breaking. Guys, I can't do this anymore. The game is ruined. 0 out of 10. Absolute trash.
エミリア
あれ俺は治療でレムは
私は私で
子供じゃねえんだから無理無理無理待て待て待て待て
フェリちゃんは落ち着いてるし
情けなくねえよ思った
これでも手加減してあげてるのに弱音ばっかりで男の子らしくにゃいな
I'm assuming this is like the magic equivalent of taking a vaccine or something, or a needle in your arm. It's super like, it's more so, I guess, the psychological effect, because it doesn't actually hurt that much. It's just whatever. If you take out blood for an analysis or something, it's just whatever. But I think it's the thing of needles, because you sort of gain that fear when you're a child and it sort of sticks with you, right? Sort of how some people are preconditioned to hate some things, even if they're not that bad, just because they grew up that way, right? Yeah, I'm assuming this is a similar thing. I'm surprised you're even alive.
でも頑張った方じゃない今日はこの
庭の方から
There's my man. And he looks kind of clapped as well. Doesn't it look like his eyes are almost looking in two different directions? Once again, I don't mind the movement in this game like some of you guys do in the chat, but the character designs, man, they look kind of literally just, brother, copy-paste the designs from the light novel. It's not that hard. I don't see why you need to reinvent the wheel. Peculiar decisions once again, but yeah. I mean, he looks very regal, but it also has the thing of... Okay, now if I'm being super nitpicky, I just noticed it, and now you have to notice it as well. His jacket is high definition, but the sort of the shirt inside seems low res. I don't know if this quite comes across in the stream. I don't know how high quality the stream is, but pretty much his bow tie and his jacket are high definition, but the shirt inside seems like a sort of low resolution copy paste, which is strange. It's the only character up until this point that did this, I think. I don't know. Once again, just me being nitpicky. Yeah, let's move on. Also, another thing I will say for people who hate on this game, once again, I'm giving both the good and the bad, just giving you my unbiased opinion. I played some visual novels, and once again, I have some experience with this. I don't think it is common that literally all of the lines are voice acted. The common, from what I see, from what I remember, is you have certain moments in the story that are impactful and the sort of climactic moments of each story arc. Those are voice acted, and then you have the introduction, the tutorial, sure, that can be voice acted as well. But generally speaking, the in-between is just text on the screen, right? So I'm actually pretty impressed up until this point that everything has been voice acted, even the sort of seemingly less relevant lines. So, for example, I don't think in a normal visual novel, whatever that means, I don't think that the scene with Kadomon or whatever would have been voice acted, or the scene, or especially the scene where the traders were thanking us for dealing with the mercenaries or whatever, the bandits. I don't think that would have been voice acted in a normal game. So, pretty impressed. You know, it's both good and bad. So because of them reshuffling the events of Arc 3, now Subaru doesn't really get any sort of rapport with Wilhelm. Wilhelm doesn't talk about his wife, doesn't talk about love, so that can also have some effect on what's yet to come. Master Swordsman.
そりゃリンが買えなかったんだぜ。
なんだ、
マジで失望。
もちろんだ。
10個頼む。ついでにおまけしてくれ。
Kadomon is quite a merchant. He sold all of his inventory yesterday, and he already has more inventory to sell. This guy's quite impressive, let me tell you that.
わかったわかった。昨日のこともあるし。
マジかよ。
もうスバル。
ま、ただ。
Remember the lost child. No, listen to the request. I want to go on the side quest for my main man Kadomon. Come on. Okay, we go to the back alley now. Guys. What is that face, man? Guys, just look. Just look at the noggin on this dude. Karamon making more profit than Otto ever could. I mean, that is true to be sure. Did I? I'm in a mountain. I'm calm. I'm unmovable, unshakable. I will now look, and I will not laugh. Okay, like the artwork for Rom actually doesn't look that bad because he already has this sort of weird proportions from being a giant. So he actually, I will say, this is one of those that he probably is one of the characters that looks the best in the entire game in terms of like artwork. But his overworld sprite though, that thing is hideous. That thing is just comical. I'm sorry.
お前さんがわしの心配とはな。まさかあの若造が。
それみんな言うんだ。
名を挙げ始めたのは最近の連中じゃから。こっちの私が。
よしよし。夫たちに。
応戦。
分かってる。
で、それをサポートするのが俺の役目ってわけ。
Oh, okay, so for those who are anime only, just giving you the scoop here, this conversation is actually not game original. This happens in the light novel as well, I'm pretty sure. The context was very different because at the time I think Subaru was with Priscilla. They were running away from some bandits who wanted to harm Subaru because of him whooping their ass in Arc 1, or Reinhardt whooping their ass for him, I should say. But yeah, the context of the conversation was different, but I'm pretty sure this is verbatim what happened in the Arc 3 light novel. Once again, Volume 4 had a lot of cut content. All of Arc 3 really had a lot of cut content, which people don't realize because very few ReZero fans in the West have actually read the novels for Arc 3, and which is why the outrage is more directed towards Arc 4, Arc 5, Arc 6, and whatever, because people didn't read what was past that. But yeah, Arc 3 took a lot of cuts, a lot of cuts, and a lot of them were actually in Volume 4. There was this conversation, for example, and there was the whole thing with Al, which I'm still speechless about. I think that's such a huge miss. That's by far, in my opinion, the biggest cut in the anime, because it literally changes the way you view the character, and people, I don't know, I think people undervalue that cut, but that cut was massive in my opinion. But yeah, Volume 4 got the shaft.
俺らと一緒に遠いラインハルトのやつが
ラインハルト
参考に
ああなったわい
気をつける
いや何
In terms of, like, I don't even know what to call this, I guess directing, game directing, if that's even a thing. I don't really understand the point of sometimes they put a frame of the sky or just a character looking. It can be quite jarring in terms of pacing. Once again, I have the text on fast, so I'm just used to a faster tempo, but I don't know. Some of these pauses can be a bit awkward.
そうはいかねえ。放っておいたら。
それを言わ
まあ、とにかく当時。
一番いいのは
Okay, so we're going to meet Julius, just like we did in Arc 3, I think. Once again, we go to the sky for some reason, I guess to indicate that we travel, but we could just literally just go to the next the next screen, but sure. Bro, by the way, look at the state of this woman. Brother, look at this woman. If I just gave you a snapshot, just a sort of screenshot of this character in particular, would you say this is a character from Rezero? Just look at this. Whatever, this is a royal castle, right? Royal palace, yep. The station is first. What? Brother, it's in the station is near the palace, obviously. What? Okay, I don't know my Lugunica geography. Apologies, guys. Oh, this is how we meet Julius? Interesting. What's up, my man? You still have your memories? People still remember you? Watch out for that. Julius actually looks fine as well in this art style. This conversation is pretty much verbatim what happened in Arc 3, so... It's just the location is different. I'm pretty sure they talked near the Royal Palace already. Here they're talking in the shopping district, which is a peculiar change. Let's see if it amounts to something. The ear pulling sound effect is so funny. By the way, what is Julius' hand doing? It's doing like this. Very strange. So, is Subaru actually going with Emilia? Because in the anime, he obviously waited outside, which is where he met Priscilla. Okay, we're skipping ahead to the next scene. Oh, the cutting to the sky so your computer can load the next section. I mean, sure. They could have just put a thing there. That woman kind of sounds like Shirius. Maybe it is the same VA. No idea, to be honest. We need more yaoi jam. Looks like he needs some mayo. We got the yaoi crier. Oh, that's funny. By the way, speaking of yaoi, I must make a slight pause here because I am dying of heat, okay? And I'm not going to show you titty, okay? There's no way that's happening. I'm not some common hooer from the street, okay? I'm not going to show you titty on the first stream. And besides, I may not be, you know, there are few Rezero content creators, but I'm not the biggest in terms of numbers or metrics, but I will tell you something. I have the tightest tits in the game. That's all I'm going to say. Either way, I'm just going to make a quick pause. I'm just going to switch shirts because I'm literally dying from heat right now. I'm sweating. Hold on. Once again, I'm going to switch to my very appropriate intermission image. Hold on. From where do I download this game? Is it available on stream? I'm assuming you mean Steam. Yeah, it's available on Steam. Oh brother, this guy stinks. OnlyFans stream? No, I don't think so. I have a sense of self-respect, so I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, the meal with Krush is already here? It's strange, they're speeding up a lot of events, so I'm assuming that the later half of Arc 3 is going to be very different from the canon in the light novel, because they're speeding up a lot of events. Yeah, very different from loyalty. She's obsessed. Rem is obsessed. Okay, we are on day 4. And I have... Is that Marcos? Hold on, we're going to have a bit of fun here. I want to know how I can save the game. Save. Okay, I can save the game anytime I want. Nice, because that's typical VN behavior. We've already played 2 hours of this. I don't know if I should be proud or what. What time is it? It's 1 in the morning. Okay, I can play for a bit more. Yeah, the future loops get quite different. I assume so. If I recall, loop 4 is where this gets good. Okay, let's see about that. 59.99 USD. Once again, like I said, I bought it for much cheaper than that. I think it's a Steam game, right? So the meta is you wait until it's on discount and then you buy it. I don't think you should buy games on Steam at full price unless you really want something, unless it's something you're very eager to play. As far as I remember, the only game I ever bought at full price on Steam was Danganronpa 3. Because I was in love with the series and I wanted to play it as soon as it was available. It was also exam season at the time. I was still in university, and let's just say having exam season and having Danganronpa 3 available to play on my computer was dangerous. Very dangerous. Baldi. Yeah, so that's... how do you even say his name? Bordeaux? Wait. Subaru is here? He was invited? Huh. Okay, so that's a major change, no? So in the anime, if you guys recall, Emilia told Subaru to stay behind, and he literally just infiltrated the castle. He went with Priscilla, but there was also the thing where Roswell told the guards to let him pass in case he wanted to. And here, apparently, he just went with Emilia, which is very strange. That's a completely different context, because in this context, he didn't break the promise to Emilia, which is a very meaningful point in their relationship and in the story. So this rearrangement of events is kind of confusing, but okay. Hey, it's Reinhardt. Julius looks so pissed, but Julius's arms look so strange, don't they? It's just, brother, what are you doing? Marco's face just looks like, brother, he literally looks like Guile here, by the way. Brother, tell me this isn't Marcos. Just look at him. Tell me this isn't Marcos. Reinhardt, more like Reinhardt. Yeah, Subaru got special treatment. Yeah, this is very strange because it's such a meaningful change from Arc 3, right? That's how you say it, Bordeaux. Yeah, I hope I went to Bordeaux recently in France. I hope that my little time in France is helpful for something. Marco's daddy. Another thing I do have to mention is that they're not showing the full names, but Miklotov, our friend Mick. Our friend Mick's full name is Miktolov McMahon. He has the same name as the wrestling promoter, who is known for being. It's something you have to research yourself and find out. But yeah, that's such a funny detail as well. Okay, this is the same speech we got in the anime as well. This is everything we already know from the novel and the story. This is the same. I'm assuming that the change will be coming very, very soon. Okay, I will say once again, I think for more childish looking characters, I think the character designs actually look pretty good. So Felt looks pretty great here. And once again, Priscilla also looks much younger, but Felt looks good for what it's worth. Kidnapping and imprisoning, when you put it like that, that's quite quite a grave accusation. I like how they just move on. Reinhardt just moves on with the conversation. He can't let them know that Felt stole one, much less from Emilia, right? Oh, is this Rachin's father? Yeah, I think if you guys are watching the Rezero anime, which I think all of you are, most likely, this is the dude that appeared as Julius's teacher. Let me just confirm that, make sure I'm not spreading lies and slander. Rickard Rezero. Yeah, exactly. So this is Julius's teacher, who then at some point became, probably after losing to Child Reinhardt and being completely humiliated, at some point he just became this weird version of a man, completely devoid of hope and sleep, apparently. Look at the bags in those eyes. Good lord. Somebody help the man. Now that I think back, Reinhardt kidnapping Felt and putting her into an election is so weird. I mean, yeah, if we think about it, she is still a person. She does have consent, right? And she would be totally valid to not want to participate in the royal selection, so... Is there an actual explanation for why he's there? No, I think he's just literally accompanying Emilia, but Ram would have been the more logical choice to accompany Emilia. And Emilia... Oh right, that's why he's here, because in this version of the timeline, for some reason, Roswaal isn't here, if you guys noticed. Roswaal was supposed to be the one who accompanied Emilia, also to validate her claim as a candidate, because obviously Emilia's candidacy is very controversial, and being supported by the strongest mage in the kingdom, that's something. So it's very strange that Roswaal isn't here. Once again, this turn of events is very strange. And also, Anastasia looks completely clapped in this angle. What is this angle, man? Time is money. Okay, the first image, that's fine.
メールおゆっくり息じゃあはいどうだ
申し訳ありません、メルティ様。到着が。
あの子街で当たり前だけどあの二人も応戦の
皆様、こちらに6人目の竜の巫女
The sixth racist? What? Sixth? Aren't there supposed to be 5? Are we getting an opening? That's actually so fun. Okay. Is this the singer from Myth and Droid? Okay. I'm digging this. For a light novel, having an opening is crazy, by the way. This is pretty good. And now I'm afraid this will get copyright struck. Oh no. Should I mute this? Should I just talk over it the entire time? I don't even know what to say anymore, but I'm afraid this will get copyright struck. Knight of the Sixth. Okay, so Tiga is the knight. Sakura element, Puck's admirer. Okay. I may have to mute this in post, by the way. If you're watching the stream, you won't be able to hear this, obviously, but I'll probably have to mute. Whoa, who is this guy? The Masked Man. Yes, yes, I can speak loud, but my man Petaluse is here. Nice. Nice. Petaluse confirmed. This game is going to bang. The opening isn't bad. For a visual novel, the opening isn't bad. Once again, I think they tried to be too extra with the presentation. They didn't always nail it, but I don't hate it up until this point. I think it's had flashes of brilliance and some very awkward moments. Like I said, the walking sequences are just terrible, but this is good. This is good. Did you guys enjoy this opening? Once again, let's open up a poll. I want to see what the people think. Start a poll. Yes or no? Okay. Roswell and Puck threatening everybody in the room. Roswell isn't here because his book said not to show up. Yeah, that's probably the reason. The most fanfic twist, Secret Trials. I mean, the story for this does kind of sound like a fanfic because once again we already know what the canon is and we're so preconditioned to like look at that canon. But then again, there are moments in Arc 3 that are very relevant, and Subaru's crash out at the Royal Palace is arguably one of the most relevant moments in the entire story because it is the piece of the domino that literally makes so many things come from there, right? It's so fundamental to the character. So that not happening does make it sound a little bit fanficky. I mean, I don't know about Felt, but I'm thinking that let's see, I think that Priscilla chick is probably the fake candidate because there's no way those things are real, man, if you get what I mean. No way, no way. That's fake. What's up, Asims? How you doing? The most loyal and competent Sin Archbishop is here. Most competent, that's for sure. Let the mid begin. Anything after Recollect? I mean, come on, man. It's a visual novel opening. You can compare it to Recollect. That's just an unfair comparison. Melty will make Lukunika great again. I don't know if she will. Let's see.
では、まずはフェルト様から。
順当といえば順当に進む。
聞き捨てならない。
そりゃあクールシュさ。路地裏プリンセスのフェルトにパッと見まともなの。よ
ろしくお願いします。
あのメルティ
クルシュ様とメルティ様はわかるけど。はいはい。
すべての龍樹の確認が完了しました。巫女の皆様。
Proven without a single doubt. Somehow I think Marcos is lying. I think there is doubt. Because if the prophecy is 5, and there are 6 of them, how can there be no doubt? That doesn't make sense.
竜歴石の予言 ぐにかの名役途切れしとき、そしてその予言は
その内容が
神竜ボルカニカにより授けられ古くはクーデグラの大飢饉や近年では黒蛇の国土蹂躙を
実績は
ですが残念ながら現在5人ではなく
Did Miklotov always speak in this sort of slower manner? I'll be honest, I remember very little about him from season 3. He only spoke a few lines anyway, so... Once again, if you guys like think about Feld's perspective, right, and what is reasonable, right? The thing is, people believe Feld to likely be the lost royal princess. That's why they're so demanding that she goes through with being a candidate. But she's literally being forced to do this. She doesn't want to be here, so she should be allowed to leave. That's just, you know, reasonable. I like how Priscilla just inherently doesn't like Feld. What is this helmet, bro? Once again, the helmet is supposed to like protect strikes to the head, right? I don't know why this helmet is sort of shaped like a face umbrella or whatever, but I guess it protects him from the rain. Okay, so this event is the exact same. Yes, this is pretty much the same as the anime. The soundtrack switch up is amazing. Oh, they're so cute. I'm so eager to see Rom and Feld's backstory. I think currently we're in arc 10 in the novel. I think that's where we're getting it, probably, I'm guessing. And I'm so eager to get it because Rom, for those who read X2 and X3, just X2, Rom wasn't nice towards human in his youth, let's just put it that way. And to see him be so attached to Feld, it's something I always wanted to know more about. So I'm very looking forward to that. Where's Roswell? Shut up, Bordeaux. Bordeaux? Shut up. Oh, interesting. They say Microtov. Hold on. It's Mike, not Mick. I can just call him Mike. It's Mike. My main man, Mike. So yeah, this is a very different timeline, because both Subaru and Rem are here. Angry Buck? Well, you couldn't encase the whole castle in ice because Reinhardt is there, but yeah, we get the point. Tiga seems like the type of dude that, unlike Subaru, he does not want to be dragged into unnecessary conflict. When you guys said that Roswell wasn't here because of, I hate this frame of Anastasia, it's so ugly, goddamn, she looks so bad. When you guys said that the gospel said the reason for Roswell not being here is because of the gospel, was that just your headcanon or is that confirmed later in the game? Actually don't say it. I'll find out in my own way, I guess. Your graceful beauty, and she looks completely clapped. Microtov, okay. I'm going to call him Mike from now on. Okay, everybody is present. I'm going to close the poll now. It seems you guys enjoy the opening. That's nice. Once again, I'm very scared what's going to happen to the VOD of this stream, because usually YouTube really copyright strike the opening. I might be able to get away with just cutting that bit of the video. I don't think that would be relevant anyway. But yeah, let's see. For those who are watching this back, I guess you already know what happened in the future then. Was a true war criminal back in his prime. Yep. I love how this game slanders Marcos before Arc 10. After Prophecy of the Throne, let's play Kiss or Death. Kiss or Death, is that a game or is that just a Kiss or Death? I'm sorry, man, I don't understand that reference. Okay, I'll find out eventually. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm assuming it's because of the gospel, right? It's what makes the most sense. At this point in the series, Roswell is pretty much just an NPC, just doing what the gospel tells him, so... Actually, it seems strange for Anastasia's character because she's a merchant. I think just gaining connections and influence and getting to know people, I think it would be to her advantage. So I can understand why Priscilla isn't here. And I guess the justification is that Anastasia isn't here because of Priscilla, right? But yeah, quite strange. Priscilla is very much my tempo, while Anastasia is just, you know, should be more eager to get to know people and find out what this Subaru guy is that's in the background just saying weird stuff. Melty's fun, for what it's worth, and her personality seems to be very similar. Once again, if this is a spoiler, forgive me, I'm just speculating here. Her personality seems to be very bubbly, very energetic. She seems very close to personality to, God damn it, I forgot her name. What's her name? The chick from Arc 10. God damn it, I forgot her name. Sorry guys, it's 1 in the morning for me. My brain isn't working properly. What do you mean, prepare us some tea? You're in a party, no? There should be servants in the... Okay, whatever. Why does Rem have to work in a different place? Let Rem rest. She deserves rest. Oops, I skipped the line. Whatever. They're all getting along. I still don't trust Tiga for a variety of reasons, but...
ひょっとしてスバルそのようだね。だ、そう。
Oh, it's where... Okay, once again they're rearranging this. Back in Arc 3, if you guys recall, in the nibble scene that was skipped, it was there that Ferris told Subaru that he was a dude. It seems this is the moment of truth.
おい、そこ二人。こうなったら女幸いムカつくユリウスは信仰を深めるのは賛成だよ。うるへえ。
間が悪かったのかもしれないな。そりゃこう。
Okay, maybe I completely misread the situation. Does he know it's a dude? Okay, I'm so confused. Whatever. Day 5. We have arrived at day 5. This is currently best base. Ask. No, how do we get... Hold on. The controls still confuse me. Okay, L control. Okay, that's so weird. And you know, it's been 2 hours 23 and I'm kind of melting. So maybe, I don't know if I should stop here. It's 1:30 in the morning for me. I did want to make a sort of a novel-only section to talk about the latest chapters, just in live stream format, which I've never done before. But the thing is, I didn't have time to read the chapters. So I didn't actually read them, so I don't know what happens in them. You know what? Let's go a bit more. Let's go a bit more. Sleep is overrated, right? Sleep is overrated. Whatever. Let's go a bit more. Let's play the next section and then we'll see from there. Oh, so this is where Subaru is supposed to stay put. Okay. Oh, he's using telepathy. He's whispering. Time to expose the fake candidate. This is the real plot twist. Subaru went from a normal person in Japan, a normal NEET, a shut-in, to a butler, to now he's a journalist. Now that is dangerous. This is strange also. So Rem is going to speak with Krush because of the mineral deal for the thing with the white whale. Is the white whale still a thing in this if story? Because it seems that the main plot point will be to go after the fake candidate. So, and Betelgeuse is here. So is the white whale still a thing? The white whale wasn't in the opening, so I'm guessing not. But yeah, strange that they removed the white whale plot point, but they kept the thing with the minerals. Melty seems the easiest to talk to. I mean, the others are all quite quirky, so yeah. At the church. World map, shopping district. Where should the church be? Near the slums, right? From what they said in Arc 10. The church, I don't know why I clicked there. The church should be near the slums, from what they said in Arc 10, I think. Okay, excuse me, sir. Thank you for the useful piece of information. Where is the church? Back alley. Miners aren't allowed. Is this just a troll in the game? Can you actually not go in here? Is it just a thing where Subaru is a miner? He can't go to the tavern? That's pretty troll if so. Excuse me, sir, where's the church? Why is everybody so useless? I think, from what I read in the novel, I'm pretty sure that the church is near the slums. So I'm just going to go to the slums and pray for the best. Okay, I can't go to the slums, so this is already not lore accurate. The other side of the shopping district, okay. Let's go to the other side of the shopping district. Whatever that may be. Oh, maybe there? This is where... Yeah, church. Oh, I can't believe I missed it. I'm so dumb. Yeah. This is where Emilia launched her icicle, right? To catch Veld. Investigation skills. Yep. We are doing journalism, guys. Maybe we are the baddies. Sleep is for the weak. Will you turn to soup? I just saw that comment now. Rem will have a lot of rest after Arc 3. I mean, I can't really argue with that. It's already 6 AM for me. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, are you guys from Europe, from what I'm gathering? If you're 1 hour ahead of me, then you're like France, Germany, or something like that. I mean, you can be another country entirely, right? If you're in Africa as well, I guess you'd be 1 hour ahead of me. I mean, if they're members of the church, they're not going to do anything to them. According to normal logic, according to enemy logic, the church are always the bad guys, always. Shout out to Kotomine Kire, since we did talk about Fate Stay Night a while ago. They're so theatrical. And Melty's a cutie pie. She's very, once again, she's very much like oblivious and bubbly, much like, dude, what's, oh, I can't say the name, right, because that's a spoiler. Oh, thank God I forgot the name. Yeah, I can't say the name of the character I'm thinking of in Arc 10 because that's a spoiler. Shout out to my anime onlys that may be watching this, maybe now, live, or in the future. I won't spoil you. If I spoil you, it's accidental, I promise. I mean, he did give you the bestie he had, Tiga, so you should repay the favor. That's interesting. That's interesting because, once again, I don't know if this is a spoiler, this isn't relevant anyway, but in the novel, Tiga supposedly can't use magic, or he's not super great with magic. So, to be able to see through the cloak is impressive. I can't, there's another thing I want to follow up on, but I can't. Once again, I'm going to try my best. No spoilers, okay? I'm just going to avoid talking about Arc 10 from now on. Ooh, I want to be your knight. Interesting. The relationship seems a lot closer than I expected. Okay. I mean, it seems like most characters that are in knight royal candidate relationship are in some sort of romantic endeavor. Let's put it that way. Their banter is kind of cute, I will admit. I think that Tiga is sort of working as a pseudo Julius. For some reason, just the relationship with Julius is non-existent in this game, at least up until this point. And Tiga is sort of serving as a rival-ish character to Subaru, but much, much friendlier than the Julius relationship. No need to hate each other. It's all love. Whoa, wow, this was it? This was day 6? Okay. Okay. Let's just save and look at the chat and decide from there. Oh, what's... Dude, I'm still so confused with the controls. Okay, left control. Thank you. That was day 6. That was the shortest day yet, no? I'm pretty sure. I'm from India, I'm from the States. Oh, if you're from the States... Comfortable 8 p.m. here. Yeah, if you guys are from the States, then it should be very early for you. I've worked for the United States before, so for people... Correct me if I'm wrong. For people in the... Hold on. For people in the East Coast, it's a 5-hour difference. So it should be, yeah, around 8 p.m. for you. For people in the West Coast, it's 8-hour difference. So... are you up to date with the machine translation chapters? No, I'm not. I generally speaking, I always read the Witch Cult translations. So I don't really read machine translation. And even with the Witch Cult translation, I'm not up to date. They just released 2 chapters, I think, today. And I haven't read them yet. I was actually halfway through. And then I just, you know, I had the stream schedule, so I just went to stream. But I'm going to catch up with it. Actually, I should maybe talk about this. I'm probably going to try and make a chapter review video sometime this week. Because I am now 3 chapters behind and I have enough content to make a video about. I didn't think that chapter 16 had that much to talk about by itself, and it has a very nasty cliffhanger, if you know what I'm talking about. So I wanted to wait until a few more chapters were released before I made a video. So now I should be able to make a video with, let me just make sure I get the chapters right. It's 16, 17, and 18 of Arc 10 of the web novel. Morning, Rem. Cannot have you flying away. Kadomon is just winning in life. I think this is his if route, to be honest. Brother is just winning. It's true, it's true. Predicting the market can be hard, which is why he made the excellent business decision of only selling apples now. Isn't he making fun of Otto? Because Otto supposedly went to sell stuff to Gusteco? Tough economy. Oh, my wife's family. Oh, nice. There, we're getting the lore here. Nice. Wife's family. Like I said, Kadomon's wife is somebody important in the story. Important is a strong word. It's a known character, let's say like that. Or the wife of a known character. Sorry, the daughter of a known character. It's 1 a.m., guys. My brain isn't quite working fully. You seem pretty bored. Krush is the most popular candidate by far, obviously. Top secret. Once again, I think it's super cool that the entire game is voice acted. I think it's super neat. Definitely more than what I'm used to. I think even Fate Stay Night isn't fully voice acted, I'm pretty sure. There are lots of sequences where it's just text. Especially because in Fate Stay Night, I believe there is quite a lot of narration. We haven't had, like, a narrator here yet, have we? I think it's mostly just been dialogue. Oh, we're having a date with Reinhardt. Nice. Oh, Reinhardt says he does consider us friends. Isn't that like something that only happens until a bit later in the story? Once again, this game seems to rush a lot of things. And it goes to show, once again, without spoiling anything, how highly Reinhardt thinks of Subaru, even in a sort of non-canon game like this, that he would go to Subaru for information, right? She's roaming by herself. Reinhardt will literally rush to her side.
起点の聞くおかあんまりご主人忠告は聞いておくよクルシュ様やクルシュさんのところのフェリスとはちょくちょくウリシラのとこはちょっとわかんねえなリンガをああ店のプリシラ様ともお近づきになってるとはさすがす
I wouldn't really say that's getting close, but sure, Reinhardt.
近づきやめてくれ演技でもね
For Reinhardt, this is actually quite sad because from his perspective, Subaru gets close with a lot of people because Subaru is Subaru, right? He's like Ram once said, he's very low on the hierarchy, which even dogs and kids can sniff, right? And for Reinhardt, from his perspective, everybody's always on guard against him because he's the Sword Saint, right? So a lot of, you know, things in between the lines here, which are quite interesting, even if the game is what it is, right? Subaru hates Julius and he didn't take the beating in this timeline, so imagine that. Okay, and was this the end of day 7? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, and it's getting close to 2 in the morning for me, so I think I'm going to call it quits at day 7, because I don't know when we're getting into a sequence of where there's a lot of story, right? And I don't want to leave it halfway through, because that would trigger me. Left control, save. Okay, let's just... These days were relatively short. Let's just go back and see the flowchart, how much we missed. Oh, day 6 progress 100%. Okay, so there's actually not much that we missed along the way. Interesting, there are some branching paths here. After clearing the game. Oh, okay, after clearing the game, that's interesting. Okay, that's very interesting. After clearing the game, so this has a bunch of stuff. Okay, and I like the flowchart. I like the flowchart. This is very reminiscent of Nonari games for those who played that visual novel as well. Day 6 we already cleared everything, apparently quite a boring day, but sure. Now we're on day 7. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Once again, I already saved, right? It's very unintuitive that everything is with WASD if you play this on the computer. My first instinct is to use the arrows, and it never works. Also, the menu, instead of being on ESC or on backspace, the menu is left control, which is also a bit triggering, but whatever. Can I change the controls? I can't, right? Yeah, I can't. So whatever. Okay. Let's take a look at your guys' comments. Otto should take notes, yeah. The importance of oil seems like a new thing for Lugunica. Yeah, I mean, Subaru has a lot of chances to sort of spread his knowledge, and I think that will become more prevalent as the series goes on. I think here it was a sort of throwaway line, so he didn't elaborate on that too much. Especially because there's a difference in the way they see things, because they have magic, right? Our world doesn't have magic, so oil is a lot more useful to us than it is to them. We also have to realize that. Luganico will send Reinhardt to a different kingdom for oil. I like how the real-life commentary just seeps through. I just realized, did they literally skip the Julius's beatdown? Yeah, they did. So these events, because we didn't get... So the big change was Subaru was actually invited to the ceremony here, so he never broke the promise to Emilia. He never made a fool of himself because the characters did not present each other. They literally just put the sort of selection on hold because there's one more candidate than there should be. So there was no beatdown, no Subaru crash out. Very, very different from Arc 3. FSN is mostly from Shira's perspective and occasionally third person when focusing on other characters. Yeah, I remember there being a bit of narrator text in Fate Stay Night, but once again, it's been quite a few years actually since I've played it. I was still in university, so damn, it was actually maybe over 5 years since I played Fate Stay Night. Damn, I'm old, I'm unk. Okay, let's see here. I should maybe, yeah, so thank you so much guys for coming. I think I had something else to talk about. Oh right, so as far as how streams will work from now on, I will try to at least finish this game. Hold on, I'll turn off the desktop audio. I will try to finish this game, and I also don't want to sort of make a stream here, stream there, and stream once per month. That's just not fun for you guys and not fun for me because I literally forget the events of the game, right? So I will try to stream as occasionally as I can without, you know, totally compromising my sleep and still being able to function as a human being. I hope that's important. So I will see when I can do the next stream. I will always try to schedule it in advance so you guys know. Also, if you guys follow me on the X or Twitter machine or whatever, then you guys can see when I stream. I'll also post it there. The only thing that I can tell you for sure is Wednesday there will be no stream because Wednesday is generally when I edit the video of the episode review of the series we all love, right? So Wednesday there will be no stream, but besides that, I don't know. Let's see. I don't think I will stream every day. I don't think that's realistic. Also because you guys see that I'm whispering because, you know, making noise at this time of the night is not very good for me. But I'll try to stream as often as I can to finish this game. It's supposedly 20 something hours. We've already done 2 hours, so I think we should be a tenth of the way through. And let's see. Let's hope the game is fun. Up until now, just to give you, I guess, my first initial thoughts, I think the sort of Fire Emblem strategic moments, action sequences, whatever you want to call them, they're very janky. I don't think they're very well done at all. I think the character designs are strange. I don't understand why they didn't just copy paste from the light novel. So there's a lot in the presentation that I think is not ideal, and perhaps that they tried to be extra cute with it and ended up failing. But I think for the most part, I think the soundtrack is fine for a visual novel. It's nothing mind-blowing, but you know, it's acceptable. I'm enjoying seeing the Rezero characters. I'm enjoying seeing the Arc 3 banter once again, Ram with her memories. I think there's almost a nostalgic feeling to that, especially as a novel reader where I'm much further away in the story. I also think that the story has been fun for the most part. I know a lot of people complain and they say the game drags towards the later half, which I haven't gotten there yet, but up until now it's been fun-ish. I'm enjoying myself. Like I said, I like, even though some of the things in the presentation I don't like, I also think some other things are quite enjoyable. Like I enjoy the opening, I enjoy when some of the characters move, I enjoy the sound effects like for the ear pulling and whatnot. I think that's fun. So I don't know, I think when people say this game is mid, I think that's an accurate description because it's not great, but I also don't think it's terrible. It's mid, it's medium, it's in the middle. That's all I can say for now. And now let's check out your guys' comments. Yeah, Subaru could make the Industrial Revolution, but once again, they have magic, so they have less incentive for scientific advances. Good night, rest well, not like Ram. I hope not like Ram, that would be very scary. Oh, I have a very long list of visual novels that I want to play, and maybe this becomes sort of the gateway that opens the floodgates into me playing more visual novels, especially on stream, because I think they're a lot of fun. I've always wanted to play Higurashi, but I've never played it. I also have, fun fact, in my Steam library, I have the Steins Gate visual novel, which I have also never played. I watched the anime, I loved it. Once again, impulsive buy, it was on discount. I have never played it. I hope to one day find the time to play the Steins Gate visual novel. Yeah, they should have focused on pure visual novel and optional minigames. Yeah, I agree with that so much. Once again, the minigames can be hit or miss because, for example, Danganronpa is one of my favorite visual novels of all time. And it has some minigames which some people can find a bit cringy or just, just not very appealing. But I personally like them. But once again, I think if you like the material, then you will always be more in love with the minigames as well and everything to it. So, yeah. And okay, guys, it's 10 minutes to 2 a.m. for me. So I think it's time for me to sleep. Go follow me on the Twitter, go follow me on the whatever, subscribe to YouTube. Just be happy, okay? I just want you to be happy, be healthy, sleep, unlike me. And yeah, see you guys on the next one. And I will let you know when the next stream will be. Ciao.